So it is the first working day of the new year. Banks are opening as well after the New Year's Eve speech of the Prime Minister. Much on the line and eagerly expected. Already banks have taken a cue. So let's break it down for you. Whether it will be a pain or gain, what is your new year looking like? So if you talk about home loans, it's up to 9 lakh. There's been a 4% waiver on the interest rates. Not only that, if it's a 12 lakh rupee loan, it's a 3% waiver on interest rate. So let's take you through how the individual banks have slashed their lending rates as well. SBI taking the lead, 0.9% is what they have slashed their rates by. And here's how you have the old rate. This is the new rate. Punjab National Bank following the suit with 8.45%. Union Bank of India at 8.65%. How this translates into your EMIs, let's take a look over here as well. The difference that it's going to be making on the loan of say 50 lakhs for 15 years is around rupees 29 per lakh in this scenario, which is 49,000 is what you shell out vis-a-vis 51,000 earlier. So total interest is 39 lakhs versus 42 lakhs. Significant saving in your account. But it's not all gain. There is some pain as well. Before that, let me go across to all our reporters as well who are joining us. Virendra, who's joining us from Mumbai. Also, Ashutosh and Nolan, who are joining us from Delhi and Bengaluru as well. First, going across to Nolan. Nolan, we've seen the IT city of India, booming real estate hub as well. Demand set to kick off after the interest rates have been slashed by the banks.
Well, in fact, first of all, a very happy new year. This is the first working day of the new year, Devina, and people are extremely glad that point one, it's not 2,000, 2,500 anymore, 4,500. Now, I wanted to see if this is possible. I went and drew money, and yes, the bank earlier, that particular ATM kiosk that would not allow us to draw cash or did not have cash, today has sufficient amounts of money. So that is some sort of relief for the people too. Now, we have seen Bengaluru here, the demand for flats and apartments and villas sort of dropped ever since Prime Minister Narendra Modi on the 8th of October announced the scrapping of the notes. But many builders who I spoke to earlier and yesterday, last night actually, they said that they hope that in the next 2 to 3 weeks, when everything calms down, when people actually understand the nitty-gritty of all the new rules and all the relief that the Prime Minister has given them, then suddenly and slowly they will see this pick up in the real estate. But it should take about 2 to 3 weeks for it to set in.
So what about the price correction from the builders as well?
The reliefs.
Well, Nolan, what about the price correction from builders as well? Reason to cheer? Will it be a thumbs up or thumbs down from the builders? Will they also lower the prices now?
Well, there is talk that they might do that because October, November and December, they have lost a lot. In fact, people were not buying. People were just waiting for the Prime Minister, his New Year's Eve speech to see, will there be any changes? Will he come up with targeting the Benami properties?
So the cue should be taken by the real estate sector as well. Okay.
They might drop the prices.
Okay, so there could be some more reason from property rate going down by the builders themselves. Virendra joining us from Mumbai as well. But before that, let me take you through what's the pain this New Year season. Well, I was taking my car out today morning to reach office and I suddenly remembered that I'm yet to fill the gas and petrol. So if you're in Delhi like me, you would be paying more for your diesel, 56.68 and now 57 rupees, 0.97 rupee hike there. If it's petrol, it's 68 before and now it's 70. So 1.29 rupees is what you'll have to pay per litre. Going across to my colleague Ashutosh is joining us. Ashutosh, were you able to get your tank completely filled yesterday midnight? Or you'll be facing the new price hike just like me at the petrol stations today?
Well, Devina, the situation is really not much better than you. As far as ATM, cash and availability of cash is concerned, my colleague Puneet, National Bureau reporter colleague, who is also joining me. Puneet, what was your experience? You travelled around. Did you get your cash today?
Yeah, today I have travelled many ATMs. I found no crowd outside the ATMs. I went in ICICI Bank and there was no crowd inside. I got 500 rupees from that there in 1 minute only. I talked to the people. They are saying saying there is no crowd in the banks and they are getting the cash more than around 4,500 rupees easily. PM had said that there will be no crowd after 50 days, and he has just completed his promise.
Despite the demonetization, obviously there is a mixed reaction. Where I'm standing, Connaught Place, ICICI, there are several ATM inside, but you won't find any queue, and that does really not matter that there is cash available and people are not in queue. It's because that all the ATMs are completely cashless. So we are getting mixed reaction from the national capital. Being a first working day of the new year, people will be coming out from their home to withdraw a large amount of their salary, because this will be a salary time for the salary class employee. They'll be withdrawing a large amount of their salary, for their household, for their daily needs, to meet their daily needs. So this is a bigger challenge going to be for the RBI, for the government, and for the people.
And Ashutosh, I want to connect to Mumbai now, because as you've mentioned, now daily ATM withdrawal limit has been hiked to 4,500. Earlier it was 2,500. Now you can withdraw 4,500 rupee from your respective ATMs. No hike in the withdrawal limit for the banks though, which stands at 24,000 rupee per week. So if you're going out this new year to withdraw cash from your ATM with your debit card, 4,500 is what you can hope for. But is it happening? Virendra joining us from Mumbai. Virendra, RBI under intense pressure as the ATM withdrawal limit has been hiked. The finance minister said that there is enough with the Reserve Bank of India, enough currency with 500 rupees. But will they be able to meet this new withdrawal limit hike?
No, that's a very important thing, because this is a salary week and RBI have to make sure that people get their salary in their hand. I'm standing in at the Axis Bank ATM, where people are fortunate enough they are getting 4,500. Two notes of 2,000 rupees and one note of 500. So definitely these people are getting. But there's another ICICI Bank just 10 steps ahead, where they are getting only 4,000 because of 500 rupees is out of the stock. So it all depends on how many 500 rupees you have in the ATMs. Another aspect that we cannot ignore is that if the person get to know that there's a 500 rupees, he smartly take out, he make 3 punches. He make one punches of 1,500, he make another punches of 1,500, and he make the last punches of 500. So that means all the notes comes in the 500 rupees. That means nobody liked the pink color, that is the 2,000 rupees note, because of exchange part. So now the 500 rupees is, people are collecting it and keeping them themselves, and that's the reason in just few hours it completely get out of the stock. And that's the reason at most of the ATMs you will not get 500 rupees, because it just get over after some 1 or 2 hours. That's the problem with the people here. But another aspect, people are a bit concerned that they need the RBI and the government should increase the limit of 24,000. That is a big concern. Even the people who want to withdraw from current account or the saving account, they want to increase it beyond 24,000. That's the bottom line at this.
All right. So that's the big concern right now. 500 rupees being hoarded by people, and withdrawal limit from banks should also increase. Virendra, Ashutosh and Nolan, thanks for joining us to give us a quick update of our cities. How's the first working day looking? Pain or gain? Well, you can decide on that matter as well. ATM withdrawal limit hike, petrol prices hike, but at least home and auto loans are cheaper this season. We take a very short break, but stay with us. On the other side is Uttar Pradesh Dangal that we are focusing on, a fresh twist. We tell you all about that on the other side of this break. Don't go away.